Same old ceilings, same old home, same old feelings since you've been gone. Same old heart, it's just a bit more blue. After all these years, I'm still in love with you. After all these years, I'm still in love with you. Same old ways, the same old friends, same old days seem like they never end. Same old nights I cry the whole night through. After all these years, I'm still in love with you. After all these years, I'm still in love with you.
All right, everyone's we're back with concussion discussion. Concussion discussion. Concussion discussion. You're back here with Mike Tensil. We are in Tantuktuk, Canada. A lot of people think that Tantuktuk is in the Northwest Territories. I mean, is in the Yukon Territories of Canada, but actually, we are in the Northwest Territories of Canada. Now, in Canada, we're on radio. We're on WNXZ 105.5 FM, and we're also on HRPA 1145 AM. And we're trying to build the show up. If anyone sends money to uh, our show to help improve it, you can send that to Cash App on hashtag not hashtag. It's Cash App 10 Tuktoyaktuk 16. So what we got going on tonight is we're going to be talking to a guy from the Fizzle Fire Department. Fizzle Fire Department. It's here in Tuktoyaktuk, and he's going to tell us a few things. What he's doing, what he's up to, what's going on with him. But yeah, like I said, we're in the Northwest Territories of Tuktoyaktuk, Canada. Northwest Territories, and it's just it's this happening place. We here with Drufus. Drufus, how you doing tonight? Oh, pretty good. So, Drufus, what have you been up to? Well, I went and I tried to find my cat, but I didn't have any luck. Yeah. Drufus, he's the co-host here on the radio station. And he's been causing us a few problems because he's destroyed some equipment here. But his dad, his dad owns the radio station, so that's kind of why we had to have him on the show. But nonetheless, he hey, Drufus, is Mr. Dennis, Mr. Fizzle on the line yet? I don't know. I'll check. Okay, great. So what we're doing is we're gonna talk to him. We're trying to also get on Sirius XM radio, but we're gonna need more money to do that. But anyways, this helps improve our program if you send to Cash App. And this Dennis Fizzle, he started his own fire department, so we're going to learn about that. It's gonna be an interesting story to see what he does. But before we get into that, I need to talk about Drufus. Drufus, he's a co-host here on our show, and we're new on YouTube, but we've been on a while. And well, I don't know. I had to give Drufus a ride to work this morning, tonight, and I don't know. Somehow this guy, he closed his fingers in the door, didn't you, Drufus? Terribly. terribly. Yeah, he closed his fingers in the car door as he's getting in the car, but he it was because he bent down to pick something up off the ground, and when the door closed on his fingers, he was outside yelling, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, my fingers!" So I don't know what's going on with him. Like, what's going on? Why is he acting like a nut? So I said, "Get in the car, get in the car," and he's like, "Oh, my." So like, I don't know. I thought I would I thought I'd just get out of the car and go around and see what's going on because he's not getting in the car. And I see that he's got his fingers in the door, and I'm like, oh geez, okay. So basically, I he starts crying, and I went back to the other side of the car because the door was locked, and got the door open. But I mean, by then he about like probably had his fingers in the door 2 minutes or so, 2 or 3 minutes. But um, then he gets to the studio here, and he is he apparently scared of spiders. He saw a spider in the studio here, and he lost his shit. I mean, he went nuts. I mean, this dude, he does not want to be around spiders at all. I don't know what's going on there, but um, the other issue is him and his pets. He's always dealing with pets. Rufus, what's up with your pets? I'm with my best friend. What are you talking? My best friend. All right. My best friend. He keeps doing this song by Doja Cat and Sweetie, a best friend song. I don't know why he keeps singing it, but he's messing the song up. But he went home and found his pet rabbit. That's my best friend. He found his rabbit devoured. So apparently, some wild animal must have killed his rabbit. Oh, it's my rabbit. So, yeah, he's messing up Doja Cat and Sweetie, their song. Anyways, um, Drufus, you're always getting something closed in the car door, whether it's his jacket, tail of his jacket, um, sleeve, his fingers. I don't know. He one day he got a part of his bag closed in the car door, and always these cars always take off and drag him down the street, and he doesn't let go of whatever it is or take off whatever it is that I don't know. He is like his bag. The car took off. The handle of the bag was closed in the. I mean, the strap of the bag was closed into the car door, and he got drugged down the street, and he didn't let the bag go. I don't know. The bag was around my neck. Oh, okay. Well, the bag was around his neck, so I mean, I guess in that case, he just was dragged. But I haven't seen anyone ever get dragged as much as he gets dragged, and I saw it in this case where he got the bag close to the car door of this lady's car, and she was an Uber driver, and she took off, and I'm like, I can't sit up there and wave and say, "Hey, hey, he's getting dragged by your car," because I mean, it's embarrassing. People see you, you're he's being drugged, and then they know that you're associated with him, and it's very embarrassing. I don't know, but I'm just saying that I wish the guy would be more careful. We should be more careful, Drufus. Yeah, well, it's hard to be. Okay. Anyways, uh, so we're gonna see if Mr. Dennis Fizzle is on the line. Mr. Fizzle, are you there? Yeah, man. How y'all doing tonight? I want to thank you for having me on the show. I want to tell you, man, tell you something. You're having uh, people on like me on this show. It's like having first responders on your show. I'm first responder. I'm hero. You know what I'm saying? So you have me on your show. I just want to thank you for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Kipper snacks, man. Kipper snacks to you. Okay, well, I don't. Okay, yes, we did want to have you on the show to see what you're doing. See what your fire department is about. Well, man, it's nothing. I started my own fire department, and I've been doing this for a while. I'm a professional. I'm a first responder. Okay. Okay. Uh, so you're a first responder. You have a fire department. That must have cost millions of dollars. Is that right? Well, actually, no, man. You see, actually, I have a fire truck. You see, and the city holds these auctions, and they sell off their equipment. So, you know, so is that where you bought this truck? Well, no, I didn't. I mean, you see, I suspect it came from one of these auctions, or junkyard or something. I actually got it from a junkyard in Scottyville. But I bought the truck. I bought this truck, and I use it to fight fires. So you bought a junk fire truck? Yeah. See, I rebuilt this fire truck, and I bought it from this junkyard, and everything works on it. See, it's a 1972 Ward LaFrance pumper, and it's got like a Waukesha 817 gas engine on it, and it's got a 500-gallon water tank on it. Well, okay, yeah, I'm not too familiar with fire trucks, sir, but I do I do know that I mean, it sounds complicated, but I mean, something's being left out here. Uh, you're running a fire department. I've been running my fire department successfully with this fire truck. So the city allows you to use the refurbished equipment. Well, now hold on now. See, I told you I don't work for the city. See, I have an independent fire department, and the government the government can't tell me what to do. Okay, you're doing your own thing. You're not working with the city. How do you get how do you get the assignments? How do you know what fires to go fight? Well, you see, mostly I listen to the police scanner, the fire scanner. I go to fires and tell people, hey, look, I'm here to put out your fire, but I gotta be paid first. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wait a minute, wait a minute. You must be joking, right? No, I mean it's expensive running all this equipment, fire department, and I tell them, hey, look, I have to be paid, or your shit's basically gonna get burned down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's expensive drive for fuel equipment. I can't go in here fight your fire, and you're not gonna pay me. Okay, so and what and do they pay you? I mean, you do. What do they negotiate with you? Well, sometimes they want to argue, say that what kind of uh, firefighter are you? You're supposed to have, you know, do your job. You're supposed to, your fire department usually, you're supposed to be professional. But I am professional. They got to do their end. You know what I'm saying? So you're negotiating the terms, and these people are have their house on fire. Yeah, man. I mean, but see, the fire department, the city fire department, by then they usually arrive, they cut into my business, and I mean, it makes me mad, man. I mean, they tell me to take my Tonka truck, take my ass on, and and I let them know, you know what I'm saying. I tell them, hey, they can't talk to me like that, you know what I'm saying. They can't, tell me to take my ass on, I tell them, "Hey, I'll light a fire under your ass." You know what I'm saying? I don't take nothing from the city fire department. Sometimes they want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this ridiculous behavior. This is ridiculous. You're trying to negotiate your services with people in an emergency. Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. Let me break this down for you. Firefighting is very expensive. I understand that, Mister Fizzle, but okay, go ahead. Well, what I'm saying is, I have to get paid some way. See, the government done took over the fire business and make it hard for a fella to get his fire, in the fire business. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's because you're the this is Mr. Fizzle. Listen, they improved the system of fighting fire a long time ago. I mean, if you go back 100 years, a lot of people's homes and properties burned down before they got an efficient system that we have today. Oh, really? Yes. I mean, see, you must be new to this because you should know most people can't pay for the service of getting get their fire getting their fire put out. You know what I'm saying? That's my best friend. That's my Drufus. That's my best friend. Okay, Drufus, you can't do that while we're doing this interview. That's my best friend. Okay, so anyways, they they can't pay for a service uh to get their fire put out when their house is when their house is on fire. The wallets are in the house, their purses are in the house, their money's usually in the house. So they can't do much. With their fire being in the midst of the fire. That's my best friend. Rufus, could you cut it out? True, true. I see what you're saying. What's wrong with that fella there? What he your best friend or something? No, he keeps singing this song by Sweetie and Doja Cat. Do you know these artists? No, I've never heard of what is our cats? No, she's a singer. Never mind. Anyways, look, what I'm talking about is you're not working within the system. Well, true. What you're saying is you make a point on that. But see, here's the thing. I can be in the fire business if I want to. See, it just has to be a competition because see, they want to have the whole fire business, not let the little fellers, get into it. Well, yeah, well, okay, okay. Let me explain. Let me see if I can explain. Are you well? First, let me ask you this: Are you an ex firefighter? What kind of training do you have for this, anyways? Before we even get into that, well, it's interesting that you should ask that. You see, I scored 650,000 points on first responders on Xbox, and I scored over 1 million on ignition factor on PlayStation. Wait a second, let me get this straight. You played video games? Okay, you can call it that, but these video games, as you call them, firefighters actually train on that. Yeah, okay, but that's you're talking about simulators. Yeah, yeah. I guess Kipper snacks, man. I mean Kipper snacks. What is this Kipper snacks that you're saying? Kipper snacks, man. You don't know what you're down with. Okay, listen. Uh, what I'm trying to explain to you is what you're talking about is simulators, I think. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, video game simulator, it's the same thing. Okay. Do you know you can get killed fighting fires? Man, you just want to put a damper on everything, don't you? Fast fella here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Dennis Fizzle here. He's with Fizzle Fire Department. He has a fire department that he started here in Tuktoyaktuk, Canada, and he's here telling us about his fire department. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if this is. I don't know. Uh-oh. Drufus, you're not helping. I'm just saying, uh-oh. Yeah, well, that doesn't explain anything. Uh I mean, Kipper snacks, man. Kipper snacks. I know all this. I'm a professional at this. I'm a first responder, a hero. You see what I'm saying? Now, I've been playing these video games, as you call them, for years, and I have to tell you, you know what I'm saying? I know real firefighters do a lot of training on video games. Okay, those are simulators. They're not, well, I mean, they're not really games, they're training tools. Same thing, man. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? You call them video games, you call them simulators, I call them video games. They're the same thing, they do the same thing. No, there's a big difference, sir. I mean, there's a lot of things in video games that ain't in simulators. It's things in simulators that's not in video games. I mean, you're missing out on some of the training. Anyways, it's a lot of hand drawn stuff that you should probably know. Listen, man, I know, I've been doing this. Okay, well, I don't know. Some of these things I would think you would have to know, man. I mean, there's sure, I'm certain there's a lot that's you seem to be missing. I don't know, man. I mean, it's the same thing. Now listen, because I've just about had enough of your telling me my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be out here fighting fires, saving lives, and I don't have time to just argue. You know what I'm saying? I got real serious business to do. Yeah, I know. But before you get into it, I'm trying to make sure that you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know, I mean, it's just hearing your story. There's a lot of loose ends. I understand that, man. I understand what you're saying. Where, Mr. Fizzle? Yeah, where is your fire station? Well, it's in my garage, um, at my house. And you say dispatch? You had a dispatch? Well, if I get a call, I mean, if people call, my wife gets the message. She'll just give it to me, But mostly the police, I listen to police scanner. You know what I'm saying? I listen to police scanner a lot of the time, and I drive around looking for fires, and I'll park. Sometimes I'll wait till I see, like a fire truck going to the street with the lights on. I'll just fire the truck, follow the truck, you know what I'm saying? Follow the truck to the fire, and I try and get in on it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't even know if that's legal. You follow a truck there. What happens when you follow a fire truck to a scene? Do they let you participate? Actually, most no, not really. I mean, sometimes they don't know at first that I'm not, with the city. And then after I get out my hoses and I start shooting water, they'll start asking questions. You know what I'm saying? But usually it's emergencies, so they can't ask a lot of questions because we're busy. You know what I'm saying? But then when they start, fire starts going down, things start clearing up. They can start asking questions. They start inquiring and be like, "Hey, you know, is you a real fireman?" And I'll be like, "Hey, is you a real fireman?" Okay, so basically, okay, so you're tricking them. No, man, no, I'm a real fireman. I'm a real fireman, man. But you see, tell me something. Do you use the siren and lights? Hell yeah. Okay, that might be illegal. No, I'm fireman. I don't see how it would even be illegal. I'm a fireman. Okay, well, I guess they haven't caught you in the act, or somehow, you look like perhaps you look like a official or something, and maybe you're getting away with it. I don't know, but I don't know. I tell you the problems I'm having, man. Yes, Mister Fizzle. What did you tell us the problems you're having? Well, sometimes I go downtown. You know what I'm saying? I'll go driving downtown and looking for action. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of party district downtown Tuktoyaktuk. But people, sometimes think I'm a party bus or something because I'm playing music. Most fire trucks, I guess they're not blasting no music. So they climb on these people's partying downtown. They climb onto my fire truck thinking that I'm a party bus or something. You know what I'm saying? And I had to tell them, get the hell off my truck. This is an official vehicle or official firefighting fire truck. Get the hell off my truck. Get the hell off my truck. That's what I usually tell them. So I just get out there and I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? People try and, a lot of times they're drunk. I have to knock them down. Okay, well, that really doesn't sound like, I understand you have to tell people not to get on vehicle, but you're going in a place where there's a lot of people partying and stuff if you're going downtown. So, anyways, I mean, I don't know. Well, I'm telling you, man, let's see. I'm trying to keep my truck from getting damaged. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my truck from them coming out there spilling beer, throwing up on it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things. I'm a firefighter, and they don't respect that. They don't respect that. That's what I'm saying. Okay, well, I see what you're saying, Mister Fizzle. Let me tell you something. One time, this fat dude, this fat boy, fat boy, he crashed into my truck, caused a lot of damage. Okay, well, hold on, Mister Fizzle. We're gonna take a break. We got to go to commercial, and when we get back, you can continue. I do appreciate that, man, because I'm telling you, I'm in the real business here, and I don't I like I'm trying to stay in my business. I'm trying to do my thing.
Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Family Bootery. The best shoes for the lowest price. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Buy one pair of shoes, get another free. Plus, that's right. Get one pair of shoes and an extra pair for free. Plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Family Bootery has the best selections of shoes. Converse, Red Goose shoes, Stacy Adams, and Rockport. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Come to Family Bootery, Beaufort Avenue in Kentucky, Canada. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Family Bootery's been in business since 1975 and still continues to give the best customer service. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Family Bootery shoes. The best shoes for the lowest price. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Remember, you get one pair of shoes. The second pair of shoes is free. Plus a dollar. That's right, you buy one pair of shoes and you get a second pair of shoes free. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Two for the price of one plus a dollar. Spanky's Toothpick Flossers. Spanky's Toothpick Flossers. The best flossers for your dental hygiene. If you want a good, reliable toothpick flosser, get Spanky's. They're at your local pharmacy. And Gretchen Ice Scrapers. If you are having a hard time this winter scraping ice off the windshield of your car, you need a Gretchen Ice Scraper. Gretchen Ice Scrapers are the best ice scrapers in the business. They have durable Kevlar plastic and interwoven. They have a usable brush on the back and a scraper on the end. 3 utensils in one. Make sure you look for the brand name Gretchen for Gretchen Ice Scrapers. The best ice scrapers in the business.
And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, you are with Concussion Discussion with Mike Pencil. And I'm Mike Pencil. I'm here to, we're talking to a man from Fizzle Fire Department, Dennis Fizzle. That's right, man. That's right. And he's telling us about his fire department, which is a complete, I don't know, mess, fiasco. Fiasco is what the best thing to describe it. I don't even know what that is, man. So we're gonna get back to his story. He was starting to tell us about something here. I don't know. Uh what were you saying, Mr. Fizzle? Okay, man. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Tell you something, man. So I was driving my fire truck downtown, and this fat ass, this big fat fucking, this big fat boy. He was really fat. Let me tell you about this. So this fat ass, he tried to mess up my truck, you know what I'm saying? Cause me a lawsuit or something, get sued. So I was downtown, Tuktoyaktuk, and I was in my fire truck looking for fires. And this big fat motherfucker, you sir, let me hold on, Mr. Fizzle. You can't use that kind of language. We're on the radio. You're gonna cause us fines. So if you would clean it up, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to tell you what happened. It's really pissed me off. And let me tell you something. Okay, so I see this big fat boy, and he was getting on one of these scooters downtown. You know what I'm saying? These scooters that they ride around downtown. And he must have been about, I don't know. He was trying to get on one of these scooters and ride the scooter uphill. And he must have been like 300 pounds, 350 pounds, something like that. He must have been, he was a real fat boy. What kind of scooter are you talking about? Oh, they're them kind of scooters that they pay for with their cell phone. It's like bird scooters. And I was thinking, no way that scooter's gonna carry his fat ass up a hill, you know what I'm saying? And sure enough, he tried to ride uphill on one of these scooters, little bitty things, uphill on the scooter. Matter of fact, when he stood on the scooter, the thing bent in half. He's so fat, such a fat ass, you know what I'm saying? So he broke the batteries in the thing because you could see it spark, it's sparking. What was what's this have to do with your fire truck, Mr. Fizzle? Hold on, now just listen to me, man. You ain't listening to nothing I'm saying. See, I'm getting to that. I'm trying to get to, I'm getting to what has to do with my truck. Has everything to do with my truck. See, this fat hippopotamus, this fat ass, this fat boy, want to walk up. He wouldn't walk up the hill. He didn't want to walk up the hill because he's such a fat ass. He needed to. Even though, and he needed the exercise. This fat fuck. He needed the exercise to serve. He needed the exercise. He must have been like 300 pounds. And I'm saying, when he turned the throttle of that scooter, it didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It didn't go nowhere. This is really offensive. I mean, you're kind of insulting, man. Man, let me tell you. You know what's offensive? What's offensive is this fat fat boy sitting up there thinking his scooter could carry his fat ass up a hill. Then he gets on one of those golf carts, you know what I'm saying, to go up the hill. And the golf cart had a tough time taking him up the hill, man. Let me tell you, let me tell you. But they take him up to the top of the hill because the scooters wouldn't take him, you know what I'm saying? And so he gets to the top of the hill, looks around and finds another scooter. Now, mind you, he's already broken one scooter. The scooter at the bottom of the hill, he's already bent it in half and burned it out and messed it up with his fat ass. Okay, Mr. Fizzle, can you get to the point? I'm getting to the point. I'm getting to the point, boy. Hold up. Hold up. Now, I'm sitting up there thinking, okay, how is this going to go? You know, because he's going for a second scooter. He's getting ready to mess up. So he gets frustrated and he throws the scooter down. Then he picks it up. And I guess he puts his payment information in the scooter. You know what I'm saying? And then he gets on the scooter and he starts riding the thing down the hill. And I don't know what he's thinking that about riding this scooter down the hill. You know what I'm saying? But then you know, sure enough, he hits the brakes, and the brakes start screaming, and then they catch fire because you see smoke coming from the scooter. You know, his fat ass is riding the scooter down the hill, and the scooter can't stop. He's hitting the brakes. Brakes is catching on fire. The scooter's catching on fire, and you know, I'm like, fat porky pig ass crashes right into my fire truck. He crashes the scooter into my fire truck. And it's like a car crashing into my fire truck. You know what I'm saying? This fat ass and crashed into my truck coming down a hill, mile down the hill. He hit my truck so hard, man. Okay, Mr. Dizzle. He slammed into my truck. And he hit me so hard it's like my truck moved over a couple of feet. He busted up doors, he busted up equipment. I mean, he messed my truck up, you know, with his fat ass. So it took me a long time to hammer all that damage out and all that bent metal. And I'm like, well, goddamn, you know, this fat motherfucker, he done messed my truck up. He done busted up everything. And, you know, it's really pissed me off. So this fat boy, as you say, crashes into your truck, and and what and what was your point with it? Yeah, this fat boy, fat motherfucker, he crashes into my truck. I'm like, damn, this fat rhinoceros, fat boy, done major damage, collision damage, and messed up my truck. I mean, it really pissed me off. Now, who's gonna pay for that? Because I know his fat donut ass didn't have no insurance. And I couldn't ask him because he was unconscious anyways. I mean, he had knocked himself out and cold. So he was knocked out cold. He's laying on the ground. And I had to act concerned, you know, act like I'm worried about the boy. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm pissed off. Did you give him first aid? Hell no, I didn't give him no first aid. I left his fat ass on the ground. I was so pissed off. But I couldn't show it. So I took off. I just drove off. You know what I'm saying? I said, forget this. I'm gone. You know, because he got me busted. You know what I'm saying? He's plus people is starting to record with their cell phones and his fat ass was laying in the street. So I had to, you know, look like I was, you know, radioing for backup. You know what I'm saying? Calling some other firefighters or calling an ambulance or but I ain't got no, you know, backup, of course, and I wasn't calling nobody. I was just perpetrating. I was acting like that, so it kind of looked official. You know what I'm saying? Then I drove off. Okay, Mr. Fizzle, That's so messed up. I mean, here you are a first responder. You say you're a hero. You say you're a professional, and you had a guy get injured, and you didn't even render aid to him. What, are you kidding me, man? He crashed into my truck. Crashed into my truck, and I'm supposed to help him. Who's paying for my damage? You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, we're talking to Dennis Fizzle. He's with Fizzle Fire Department, which isn't really a. We're learning it's not really a real fire department, and he's telling us some of the events that's occurred with his business, which it's really a service to the city. It's not necessarily a business, but hey man, he did it to his own fat ass. He did that to himself, and it had nothing to do with me. Tell me, Mister Fizzle, how do other firefighters treat you? Well, basically, they act like some punk ass jerks. You know what I'm saying? They act like they try to tell me that I'm not you know authorized to do this. I'm not authorized to be a firefighter. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm breaking the law, and I need to take my sorry ass on home. I need to get on my truck, and I need to go. Get the hell out. Um, they kind of can be really they can be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling them, look, you're not telling me what to do. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me a bunch of whoopla. What? Whoopla. What's whoopla? Whoopla, boy. You ain't never heard of whoopla? No, I don't. Is that even a word? That sounds so stupid, man. Look, man, I'm just telling you what they're telling me is a bunch of whoopla. That's a bunch of whoopla. You better recognize who I am. I'm Fizzle Fire Department, and you better get out of my way. Is what I'll tell them. You better I'll light a fire under your ass, boy. And I won't be able to put that fire. You won't be able to put that fire out. You know what I'm saying? That sounds ridiculous, Mister Fizzle. You're actually getting into it with other fire department firefighters. You know it. You know it. Okay, so we're talking to Dennis Fizzle here. Hold up, man. Hold up. Um, what were you saying? I'm just telling you, man. They're starting stuff with me. These are the city firefighters. They're starting stuff with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I don't know. Okay, so Fizzle Fire Department here. We're talking to Dennis Fizzle. He said that his station is was at his house. Is that right? That's right, man. Okay, so we're trying to make sense of this. He said these firefighters told me, they'd ask me what fire station I'm with. They asked me the same question: what fire station am I with? I said I can't tell you, and you don't want to know. So, uh, you didn't even identify yourself. That's right, man. He said you about to get stomped like they do them fires. I said, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. That's what I said to him. Okay, Mr. Fizzle. uh Look, I mean, we have a picture of his fire truck here, and it is an actual fire truck, but he's not an actual firefighter. He doesn't even have the training. I mean, it sounds like you're getting yourself into a whole lot of trouble. Maybe it's time for you to, I don't know, go and actual become an actual firefighter. Man, let me tell you. Okay, what what do you expect me to do, man? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even get into the fire academy. And now you're telling me I can't do this. Well, I mean, I'm not telling you can't do it, but I mean, it sounds like you're going to get yourself in trouble, is what I'm trying to explain to you. Well, let me tell you something. One time I had a big building on fire, right? They had a big building on fire, and they came in, and they told me to bring my truck. And I'm like, hell no. They put me up, they put me upside one time, they put me upside down in a trash can. And they did that 3 times, you know what I'm saying? Did 3 different occasions. They call me my truck masturbation number 9, they joke on me. Masturbation number 9 is what they call my truck. They call me the little engine that couldn't. They call me like uh all kind of names, so wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you had an opportunity to join the fire department and you blew it? Hell yeah. See, I said if that's so funny that they want to joke on me, you know what I'm saying? I drove off. I can't believe you had a chance to be a real firefighter and you blew it. You couldn't be that stupid. Oh, I'm stupid. You say I'm stupid. Let me explain something to you, man. Look, man, they call me Fire Marshal Bill. They call me my fire truck. Man, it doesn't matter what they call you. You had an opportunity to get a break into the business. You said you couldn't get into the academy. Man, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. They called me bitch ass little red wagon. Okay. They be calling me names. They call my fire truck the fire engine that couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Stupid shit. Heck, they call me shit heck. They talk about me like, I'm not working with you and all that. I'm not working with that. I'm not working with them. Okay, well, we're talking to Dennis Fizzle tonight. He's and I had an opportunity to be a firefighter. He blew it. Man, I didn't blow it. I did it right. Sounds to me like he's probably going to get himself in trouble, but I don't know. But Mr. Fizzle, what I'm trying to tell you is that's called being a volunteer firefighter. If you do it for a while, then you can become a real firefighter. But I mean, I guess you were too stupid to realize that. Man, let me explain something to you. I don't need to volunteer nothing. It costs money to be in this business, and I don't play around with that. Okay, well, so we're talking to Dennis Fizzle, and his he came on to tell us about his fire department. That's basically all we can do for tonight. And we're going to be back next week with something more informative. So, want to thank you for listening, and have a good night.